Where do you feel most comfortable? At home, right? Your familiar surroundings, you know everything, it makes you feel comfortable. In fact, today, we're starting to feel that same comfort in our car. Scientists or psychologists have a name for it called cocooning. We want our cocoon, we want to be around things we know. It's human nature. When we see things we know, and not know like we know the American flag, or there's a national monument, or the Grand Canyon. See, we don't know those. Those aren't familiar. We recognize them. But things that are around home, things that are in my neighborhood, things that are in the area where I want to buy, that's what I want to see. So when I go on a big website and there's all sorts of bells and widgets and gizmos and things going on, and it might be really cool and it might be high tech, and what I really want, what's really going to compel people, is if I'm looking to buy a home in Ojai, California, if I feel like I'm in Ojai when I'm on your website. That's the goal with your website. People need to feel like your website is touring the area. Go to, Urban Compass, New York neighborhoods. They do a great job because it's not just a lot of pictures and buildings and shops, but it's people and life going on and people playing Frisbee in the park and whatnot. Your website needs to be familiar. It needs to be home. So how do you do that? Well, when we put it up, we'll go out to the web, we'll Google your area, and we'll do our best to find some photos that look okay to get them up there so that it's for the right area. But don't leave those there. Do not be satisfied with that. If you're an amateur photographer, go out, take some pictures. And by the way, you don't need to go buy an expensive camera. I've been waiting for the latest 4K camera, and would they finally get below $1,000 so I could start getting clients to put them or buy them. And I read this article the other day that said that almost every cell phone sold today has a 4K camera. By the way, 4K is ultra high definition. It's like the new TVs and the new cameras. There's HD, and now there's ultra HD, which the human eye can't even see, but we still think, well, that's your cell phone. So don't tell me you don't have a camera. Go out, take a lot of photos, and if it's not your thing, and it's not everybody's thing, trust me, then everybody knows some real estate photographers. The world is overflowing with real estate photographers. You can get them to go take a bunch of photos of your market area for the same price they'd charge you to go shoot a listing. Instead of spending 2 hours staging and shooting a home, you don't think they'd rather grab a latte, drive around town right at sunrise or sunset when the light's just right, and just snap photos and give you a nice photo collection? As a matter of fact, many of them probably give you a discount just for the publicity and getting to do you a favor. But don't hesitate. Do it now. And by the way, if you don't want to spend the money on a real estate photographer, no, I'd rather just, I'll use the, no. Do something. Grab a teenager. Every teenage girl I know is a selfie-taking machine and pictures with friends. And you know what? We might make fun of them, but they get pretty damn good at it. Grab yourself a teenager. Get somebody, go out now and get a lot of pictures and go look at sites like Urban Compass, or look around for sites that have a lot of familiar, great photos. Google, do an image search for something city landmarks or great city photos and put in city name. But don't put this off. Do it. Start snapping photos every day with your own camera. Every time you see something, snap, oh, that'd be a great shot for my website. We need about 25 to really fill your site out, and that's just getting started.